Hi, everyone. Welcome to another Journalist Toolbox training. My name is Mike Reilley, your trainer once again. Today, we're going to learn about before and after sliders, and we're going to use two tools. Both of them are free. Flourish.studio, which is owned by Canva, and Juxtapose.nightlab.com, which requires no login. Flourish, you have to create an account for. If you want to, go ahead and hit pause and set up both accounts so you're logged into Flourish and have juxtapose.nightlab.com open. Okay, now that you have both of your accounts set up, we're going to learn how to use them. These are really handy for showing before after images. Flourish has a little fader too. If you don't want to slide the little slider back and forth to reveal the photos, it actually has a fader where it fades the old photo out and replaces it with a new one. It's a little different effect. Both tools are pretty easy to embed into your CMS, your content management system, or just to share the links on social. Canva purchased Flourish about 5 years ago from Google. Google owned it for about 4 years. Juxtapose was built by the Night Lab at Northwestern University. So let's dig into the tools. The key to using both of these tools is to actually get into your photos and edit them. You want to crop your photos so they're about the same size. They can be vertical or horizontal. Horizontals typically work best, but you'll want to host them somewhere on the web, Dropbox, or these are in a media library on WordPress, on my WordPress site. And you want to get two photos that are sized about the same. They can be off by a few pixels. So here's a image of a guy running a rototiller in my backyard. And then here's the final project. So I want to show the before and after, or kind of the during and after. Not at the exact same angle, but pretty close. You want to do that as well. And these images have links to them. The file URL is right here. You just hit copy to clipboard and it'll copy it over. So very easy once you've moved these up to the server to obtain the link. And as long as they're published, as long as they're public, and mine default to public when I move them in here. So we'll start with Flourish. And Flourish does many things. It'll create all kinds of different charts and graphics. It's got all these great templates in it. Teach it quite a bit for my data journalism classes, things like that. But Flourish also has many tools that are built by journalists or by other developers that allow you to do some really, really cool things. So to create a new visualization, your old visualizations are down here, and you can always double click on them and open them back up. Like Google Maps, it auto saves as you go, so you don't have to worry about going back in and missing some work or not forgetting to save. It auto saves the minute you put something new in it. Very rarely crashes, knock on wood. But click on New Visualization, the blue button in the upper left-hand corner. Yours might be in the middle unless you've created a chart before. And here's all the different graphics that they have, types of charts, maps. All kinds of really cool things, pictograms, some really fun stuff in here. If you scroll way down on the templates page, you'll see photo slider. You have before and after. Slider does the same thing. Spotlight, if you want to shine, just a focus on a certain part of the image. Maybe it was war zone. You want to focus on one little area that of the destruction. Fader will fade one photo out and replace it with another one. So we're going to use the before and after slider right here. Very clean interface. It always has dummy data in there. So it's got an old image of a Google Earth image time lapse here. I believe this is Dubai. Shows the before and after. Very simple interface over here on the right hand side. Photo one will appear on the right. Photo two will appear on the left. You can also adjust the color and size of the little slider tool here. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get it. I'd like to have it be further over here and have more of a reveal. You can do that in Juxtapose, but you can't do it with this tool. So it starts right in the middle. It defaults there. Always want to title your visualization first. So I'm going to label mine before, after, backyard, and it will appear, when you publish it, it'll appear at the top of the graphic as a little tiny title, you still want to put a headline on it. You'll do that under the header and footer, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So we're going to move our images in here now, and I think I'll just stick with our images of the front and back, or the backyard development here. So I want the new photo first. I'll copy that into the clipboard and just move it over into photo one. You just delete it all out, add it in, and nothing will appear once you paste it in. Go and select your other image and paste that in, the original image, the in progress image, I guess I should say, and drop that into image two. Now you'll see your first image is shown up. And then click down on header. I'm just going to give it a title: before, after, backyard. And then I can add subtitles or explanatory text if I want. Again, nothing pops up until you open up another header. Source name, I'm going to delete that out. It's not a Google Earth project. This is under footer, and delete that out. And under note, I'm just going to say images, and then my credit, images, Mike Reilley, and hit return. Now, once you have your photo slider here, you can test it out. You can slide it back and forth, kind of see the before and after here. Again, not, the exact same angle, but pretty darn close, so people can really see the before and after. With satellite imagery, you can, hone it into, the perfect, so they line up perfectly, kind of like what you saw with the Dubai image. Once you've got it done, you can slide up here and go to slider settings. You can change the size of the handle, make it bigger or smaller. You can change the color. If I wanted to make it red for some reason, I could make it a red dot. I don't think you really need that, but you can adjust the size and the fill and all that stuff. The thickness of the line, I can take it down, make it a little thinner, just to streamline. I like the default settings. I'm fine with those. So once you have all that done, you want to close up your header, and then it'll auto save it up here. And at the very top, it has export and publish, little button up here. Once you're done and it's ready to go, you'll want to hit export and publish. It'll ask you to publish here. Then it'll ask you to publish again. And once this turns green, that means you're live on the web. It gives you embed code here. You can have JavaScript or iframe embed code, or just what I do with my CMS is all I need is the link. Here's what it looks like on the live web. Notice how that's my working title up there. That's why you never do anything like dumb graphic up there, because it is public. And then your header up here appears as the official headline on. And then you've got your little slider here, your before after slider. And it's live on the web. You can share this link over social media, link to it off of a website. Or in my case, I can use these to actually embed into a Medium account or something like that. So that is Juxtapose, or Flourish.studio's before after slider. Juxtapose is even easier to use. This is the Night Lab tool. You just click on this button here. It's got some, it'll do both an interactive slider and a GIF now too. So it'll just go move back and forth for you. So if you want to download this little GIF image, you can do that too. It's one of the bonuses of Juxtapose. Each of these tools do certain things well. So I'm going to click on this button called Make It a Juxtapose. And again, it's just pasting your left image in and your right image in. So I'm going to go back to my photo thing here, copy to clipboard, and that's my original photo. So I'm going to go into Juxtapose. I'm going to put that on the left. Again, it's got some dummy data in here. It's got an old a campus, a development area here, just to show you how it works. You put the label, the date typically underneath is the label. So I'm going to make my label. You can upload images too from Dropbox right here. And I'll label it July 2024. The credit's going to be my name. I'll do that for the new image too. And the label for the new date will be July 2025. And I need to remind myself to go back and get my other image, the finished image, and grab that and copy it and paste it in here. And you can adjust your slider start position. It gives you 50-50. It puts it right in the middle here. It's got, slider right in the middle. But if I wanted to make it more of a reveal, I would take this up to like 80%. And so now it starts with, the old photo and it's more of a reveal. You can do this like a logo, like if your publication's launching a new logo or new image or something, it'll, you can put both images in and reveal it. It's kind of a cool little effect. Hit the publish button. Oh, up here too, I should remind you, it defaults to the slider, but you can do GIF as well for social media. And then hit publish. It gives you a share link and iframe embed code as well. The link you can take and go out on the web and look at it. And this is the live published page. And call it up here. And there's your slider, the big reveal. So scroll down here so you can see all of it. So work with vertical images as long as they're both vertical, or horizontal as long as they're both horizontal. If you're mixing a vertical and horizontal image, it will look kind of funny. The images will be laid over each other, so it doesn't work quite as well. So do your best to crop them about the same size. A good journalistic effort with this is a project my students did, won a bunch of awards for with the Red Line Project. It was about Chicago's lakefront washing away back in 2020. Many people's backyards along the lakefront were washed away, and the lakefront levels were rising and knocking out our beaches. And this is Juxtapose from 2013 of Foster Street Beach. In 2020, here's what it looked like. Much of it was submerged. It's going the other direction now. The waters have receded 6 to 8 feet in some areas. So you can really see some of these differences, and you can put them in videos as well, as which they did here, but real effective use of it. So hope you find this useful. You can find these tools and more on Toolbox.ai. I've operated this website for 29 years, gave it a focus on AI tools about 2 years ago. You can open up any of these pages: fact-checking tools, image, video creation. It's got what's new at the top, the latest and greatest tools that I've shared. And then down below, it just lists a lot of different types of tools with short descriptions underneath them. I try to let you know if they're free tools. Most of them are free, or at least have free trials, so you can try them out. We do have training videos that are embedded into these. They run about 5 to 15 minutes long. I've got more than 125 of these videos, of which you are watching one right now. You can access it over here on the right-hand rail under training videos. I also have a newsletter, a Substack newsletter that comes out every other Tuesday. You can right around 8 a.m. Eastern time. You can access it for free, or if you want to donate, you can as a subscriber. This is the YouTube channel here with all the videos. It's got a lot of AI tools, but it also has other tools, editing video and audio on your phone, all kinds of data tools, all kinds of really fun little tools and gadgets. This is the newsletter. Again, it is published every other Tuesday morning. Typically focuses on one tool. In this case, it's a new phone app, or one task, and shows you a variety of tools that will work. Sometimes they'll have training videos embedded in them. I always list some other tools toward the bottom. It's a quick read, about 5 minutes, and you're all caught up on everything. You also find on the right rail, we've just added this in as a custom GPT that I built in ChatGPT. This is a tool that allows you to ask questions of the Journalist Toolbox. It's trained on the Toolbox information. And you can go in and pop in a query and ask it a question about, what are some good tools for building realistic images. And I gave you some default ones there to work with. And it'll go in and search through the toolbox as well as a little bit on the web. It usually goes with the Journalist Toolbox. So it's printing out the usual suspects here: Midjourney, Dolly, and a few others that are focused or featured pretty highly on my images page on Journalist Toolbox. So hope you found this useful. Reach out to me at mikereilley1@gmail.com or through the website. If you build anything with any of these tools, would love to see your work. Often feature it as examples in future trainings. So take care and be sure to join us on our next video.